Welcome to my YouTube channel, InspireX viewers. I hope you will be fine and enjoying the life. Today, we will talk about the success journey of Ethan Carter. So let's start in the quiet suburbs of Boston, USA. Lived a boy named Ethan Carter. His mother Maria Carter worked full-time as a maid. Each morning, she woke up before sunrise, traveled on cold buses, cleaned luxurious kitchens she would never cook in, and polished silverware she could never afford. But every night she came home smiling, because in her tiny apartment waited someone worth fighting for, her 10-year-old son, Ethan. Their apartment was small, one bedroom, flickering lights, a stove that barely worked. When Ethan opened the old refrigerator, most days he'd find leftover rice bread nearing expiry, and sometimes just milk. But Maria always said, "Food tastes better when flavored with hope." She made magic out of nothing. Ethan watched her chop, stir, boil, fry, using spices that filled the room with dreams. That's when he realized he was in love with food. At school, kids bullied him. "Your mum's a maid. You're poor. Go clean instead." He stayed silent. But when he returned home, he cooked. Cooking became therapy. His mother noticed his talent. With tired hands, she gifted him something priceless, an old, grease-stained cookbook she found in a client's discard bin. That night, Ethan didn't sleep. He read recipes like others read adventures. At 15, Ethan applied for a junior kitchen job in a local diner. When the manager saw him, he laughed. "Kid, go play video games. Kitchens are not for you." But Ethan insisted. He cleaned dishes, peeled potatoes, scrubbed grills. Hours without breaks. Burned fingers, grease on his shirt. But he smiled, because this was his training ground. Months later, the head chef tried Ethan's improvised sauce, accidentally mixed with herbs. He was shocked. "You made this?" "Yes, sir." It just felt right. That was the moment everything changed. The chef started teaching him knives, fire control, plating, and balance of flavors. Ethan absorbed knowledge like a sponge. One evening, his mother collapsed at work. Doctors said she was exhausted. Years of underpaid labor had broken her health. Hospital bills stacked. Ethan worked double shifts. He cooked, cleaned, delivered, and studied. On nights, he cried quietly. His mother held his hand. "Don't clean rich people's kitchens forever. Cook in them. Own them." Those words became his fuel at 18. Ethan auditioned for a prestigious culinary school in New York. The students there were rich. Designer knives, imported ingredients. He borrowed a coat. His knives were thrift store finds. The judges watched him cook. His hands moved with purpose. Smells filled the room. Silence, then applause. He won a scholarship. Years passed. Ethan trained with Michelin-star chefs, survived brutal critics, and slept in kitchens. He created dishes inspired by his mother's simplicity. The hope soup, the midnight pasta, maiden's herb delight. Critics wrote, "He cooks emotion, not food." At 27, he opened his own restaurant in London. Lines formed outside. Celebrities visited. Magazine covers called him the Firechild Chef. One night, a critic who once mocked him whispered, "I was wrong about you." Ethan just smiled. Years later, Ethan invited his mother to his restaurant. He walked her through the doors. She once cleaned for strangers. She sat at the chef's table. Customers watched her like royalty. He cooked personally. placed the plate gently in front of her, and said, "Tonight, you are the queen," she cried. He earned 3 Michelin stars, the highest award in cooking, from cleaning floors to owning them, from borrowed knives. 2 golden awards, from hunger to feeding nations. As Ethan said at a chef's graduation, never let where you start decide where you finish. Talent needs fire, passion needs pain, and success needs hunger.